What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Zach and Pat Show. I'm Zach.
I'm Pat.
This is the show about manhood, fatherhood, entrepreneurship, and the mentality it takes to be successful at those things. And I'm sure we'll sprinkle in some real estate stuff too, because that's what Pat and I do. You know, guys, life can be tough. We can go through some stuff and struggle at times. This is the show to let you know that you're not alone. So if you're someone out there struggling with any of these things, this is the show for you. It is a Thursday episode, so that means we've got some guests in studio. But before we introduce them, I want to do a reminder. We are doing the book club again for the month of March. We're reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill together. So buy the book or listen to it on Spotify or YouTube for free. Consume it, and we'll be doing a podcast on that one next week and just kind of recapping the book and, giving people our thoughts about it. And shout out to our friends at NeuroGum, keeping us caffeinated and focused for all of our podcasts. Love this stuff. So thanks to NeuroGum for sending us a bunch of free stuff. Now let's introduce our guests. We have Abby and Madie with Fit Flavors here to talk about Fit Flavors. So
What's up,
yeah, what's up, guys?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Well, why don't you guys tell the listeners a little bit about yourselves?
My name is Abby Lamb. I'm the Fit Flavors executive assistant. I've also been a 2-time gestational surrogate. I've been with Fit Flavors for almost 2 years. It's been super fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're also a mom.
I'm a mom. I'm a wife.
Wife, mom. Yeah, I was gonna say I know that. Yeah.
Dog mom too.
Yeah.
A little dog named Rosie.
What kind of dog?
She's a chocolate lab.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's only like 7 months old, so she's a new addition to the fam.
Wild.
And how many kids?
3 kids.
3 kids.
3 kids. 10, 8, and 5.
Okay. All
Yeah.
boys, all girls, mix.
Oldest is a girl. She's practically an adult. I don't even have
Okay.
to raise her. She's great.
Yeah.
But the 2 boys, I gotta raise the boys.
Yeah,
They're a little
for sure.
different. So
Well, I got to meet your girl when Ray and I walked one of the properties. She's awesome. I was like, and I told Gino when I got home, because like we have such a young son. I was like, it made me realize like, oh, kids get older and you don't have to like watch every little thing that they do. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's like, just seems like she has it all together.
yeah,
It's awesome.
she's great. Like whenever she was born, like she was an easy baby. She was so great. And then so Raymond's my husband.
Yeah.
Raymond and I were like, oh, we could have another one. Like we have this parenting thing down.
Yeah.
We should write a book.
Those first
we know
ones
the
fool you,
secret.
don't they?
Oh yeah, and then we had the second. We
Yeah.
were like, we don't know what we're doing. Then we had a third.
Yeah,
So.
might as well
Yeah.
Right.
add to the
Throw another
madness.
one. Yeah.
So what's been easier, boys or girls?
Oh,
Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I say that now. She's only 10. We haven't hit the teenage years yet. I feel like it's going to come back around and it's going to get me.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
she's
Boys are just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just
High strung, high energy.
yes,
Go, 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 go.
nonstop.
time.
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got a 4 and a 5-year-old,
Yeah.
and they just nonstop go, 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 fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to jump off things they shouldn't be jumping off. They're just
Oh,
they're crazy.
yeah.
They're insane. No fear.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
kids are also in the stage right now where they like to argue over everything.
Mm.
Everything is it's theirs. They want it. They owned that thing. And they just really love to argue. So
Oh,
it's
I
super
get it.
fun. I play referee more than I play mom. So it's fine.
that's your job title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
part. It's part of it.
Yeah.
So
Well, Maddie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. My name is Madie Janino. I am the customer service and lifecycle manager at Fit Flavors. So I handle any little fire when it comes to our customers, any issues they have. I've been there almost a year in May. Yeah. What about me?
Cool.
Born and raised in St. Louis.
Cool.
Blues
I figured
Blues
with
fan.
the last name Giannino,
Yeah.
you had to be. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
any
Yeah.
relations to the restaurant Giannino
No.
family?
Oh, really?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, cool. Are you related to Caleb Giannino?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's done a lot of my tattoos, so I was just
Oh, really?
curious. Yeah.
No.
Last name. I don't know.
I
So-
feel like every time I've been with Maddie, everyone is like, "Oh, are you related to this
Yeah.
Gene, or that Gene?"
It's a very common last name
is.
that you wouldn't think was common.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I would.
Yeah.
I would not think that was common at all.
No.
I thought that's like a pretty, like Italian, unique,
Uh-huh.
big ass Italian family. So I was like, oh, they got to be related somehow.
cousins.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
So the famous St. Louis question:
Uh-huh.
where'd you guys go to high school?
Ooh, Parkway North.
Okay.
Went to Eureka.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What about you guys?
St. Mary's.
Okay.
Oakville.
Okay. My
Okay.
cousins went to Oakville.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Names?
They're younger than I am.
Oh, okay.
But
Then never mind. Probably the oldest in the room here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You're used
Yeah.
to that, right?
How old are you?
35.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And how old are you guys?
30.
Okay. I just turned 31 yesterday, so we're all same boat. You're not that much older.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good. Yeah.
Well,
and you guys,
I go by, were we in high school together at the same time?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Which we weren't.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Well, and you guys do a podcast as well.
do.
Tell us
We
a little
do.
bit about that.
So Maddie and I co-host the Owning the Weight podcast with Jillian Tedesco. Jillian Tedesco is the founder and CEO of Fit Flavors. And also she wrote a book called Owning the Weight. So the Owning the Weight podcast is kind of a spin-off
Extension
of
of
the
that,
book.
yeah.
So we talk about business, we talk about lifestyle, nutrition, and things like that on the podcast.
Good time.
Yeah, I need to go check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, I probably should have before we got
It's
together.
okay.
we should have added that to the book of the month before
Yeah.
we had them come on. And
Yeah.
It's all right.
Next month?
It'll be
maybe?
next month.
Next
Owning
month's
the
book of the
Weight.
month.
Yeah.
Owning the Weight by
Owning the
Jillian. What is Fit Flavors?
Yeah, let's talk
For
about that.
for the people that don't know.
Yeah. So Fit Flavors, it's essentially it's healthy meals to go. So think like meal prep, but we have a nutrition analyst and a menu development team that make all of the meals balanced and everything's in portion control and everything's quality, which is great.
Mhm.
So we have 6 area locations that you can walk into and you can either buy one meal, so you can just stop in for lunch, or you can stock up for the week if you would like. You can come in for any type of dietary restriction. We have gluten-free, dairy-free, anti-inflammatory, other ones, low carb,
Low sugar.
low sugar, low sodium, like so many different
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah. It's fresh, never frozen.
Mhm.
So
That's
I
one
know
of my favorite
people-
parts about it.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
people always are like, oh, is it just frozen? Like you
'Cause-
guys aren't.
Yeah, there are other meal prep companies in
Yep.
town that
I
I've
was just
gone
about to say.
to, and like, I mean, I'm not gonna bad name anybody, but they do freeze them, and I'm like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's not as good for sure. And
Mhm.
I'm a Fit Flavors frequent flyer. I go in, a couple times a week, especially with how
Yeah.
much I'm like driving around, and the fact that you guys have locations all over town. Like I run into the Sunset Hills one, I'll run
Mhm.
into
Yeah.
the Manchester ones right next to my office.
Mhm.
Wait, I went into one yesterday. Where was that one?
There's like 2 within. Well, I love it because the places that I go,
Can't remember.
there's
Oh,
3 within.
Mhm.
Like I'll never be more than like 10 minutes away from
Yeah.
Flavors.
Yeah.
Which is great. I've
Mhm.
got the one on Clayton, which is 5 minutes from my house. I've got the one off of Lindbergh, and then the one off of Manchester on the other side of 270
Mhm.
in De Pere.
it's so convenient. And we also offer bulk options, which I use
Mhm.
a lot because kids,
Yeah,
family of 5.
Family of 5. Yeah.
So like we have like bulk herb
Chicken.
Chicken,
that-
Yeah.
potatoes,
yeah,
veggies.
dude,
Yeah.
so many
The
options.
bulk mashed potatoes. I saw that yesterday.
Yeah,
I was like,
dude,
ooh.
it's great.
Like,
Yeah.
oh.
House that whole thing.
Yeah.
There are 4 servings
Yeah.
in there, Zach.
Like, I love those mashed potatoes.
Well,
Yeah.
what I love is the food is just amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm deemed, I guess, the level of foodie
Yeah.
is
there you go.
at Fit
Yeah.
Flavors.
Yeah.
So it's nice every time I go in and load up I usually go in and do 3 or 4 days at a time.
Mhm.
And then it's nice because every time I go in, I can always get $20 back. So it's like,
Yeah,
sweet.
great. I
'cause
love it.
of-
Cashing in those rewards.
Hell yeah, every time.
Hell
Every
yeah.
They're
time
worth it.
Yeah,
Yep.
heck yeah. Every time I go, I get $20 off. So it's been nice. But the food is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I like how you guys rotate. Was it every quarter you guys rotate or season?
Season.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's different, but like you keep my favorites. They're always on the menu. So that's
Yeah.
always nice.
Yeah.
What's your
But,
favorite meal?
let's see. So I love the cheeseburger bowl.
Uh-huh.
And
Crowd
I've-
favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
I've-
Can't go wrong.
In the fall and winter, I love the chili.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That chili's really good. The new sweet and tangy
Dude.
chicken.
So good.
Bro.
So
good.
Chick-fil-A.
why haven't you guys packaged the sauce and started
Sausage.
selling the sauce as
That is
Dude,
It's
a
that's a
so
huge
great
good.
question.
It's
Yeah.
so good. It's better than Chick-fil-A sauce.
You
I
heard
will
it
not
here first.
disagree.
It
Yeah.
is. It
It's
is.
so good.
You're first.
It is so good.
That's probably my favorite. Either that one, and I'm a big fan of the buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
That's
Oh,
good.
good.
Also very
That's a
good.
classic.
Yeah.
The turkey burgers are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Those are really
Yeah.
good. The pepper jack turkey burgers was a
I
good.
remember when I was I did carnivore. I did the carnivore
Oh.
diet for the month of January, and
Okay.
so like yeah, that was something I'd go in and grab if I was on the go, just like the bulk turkey
Oh,
burgers.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And throw down like a
Down
couple of
'em.
those. Yeah.
Came in clutch.
I ate them like I ate them like cold multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like driving around.
He just has like a hunk of burger.
Yeah, looking like pretty American. Just admitted that.
Hey.
Yeah. So
Whatever works.
Yeah.
But then also too, I mean, what makes it easy for people that are looking, I mean, one, it's cheaper than it would be to go out to eat
Mhm.
on a daily basis, so it's cost wise, it's very efficient and very affordable. Food wise, it's delicious, but then also for people like me who are recently back into tracking what they eat, it's very easy because you've got the macros listed right there. It's so easy to pre-plan my meals for the day and all that. And as someone that's getting into that and learning more about that, like it's been super helpful for me. I mean,
yeah, you're down what, like 10 pounds?
10 pounds in
Nice.
8 weeks. So
Wow.
yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
That's
So-
yeah, that is awesome.
Killing it.
all from eating Fit Flavors and doing seriously. It's all I eat is Fit Flavors and
Wow.
CrossFit. Maybe
Yeah.
throwing some yogurt in there, but
There you go.
yeah, everything else is
Yeah, we just came from CrossFit this morning, so it was
Uh-huh.
a
Nice.
brutal day.
fuck.
It was a tough one.
My
for sure.
shoulders hurt.
Yeah, it was a tough one
Yeah,
for
my
sure.
shoulders hurt. So, well, so how did you two learn about Fit Flavors? How did you get in with Fit Flavors?
So a couple years ago, my first round of being a gestational surrogate, I developed gestational diabetes.
We just
And-
had that with Regina. Had to go in for the second test.
Oh,
She failed the first one, passed the
Uh-huh.
second one. So
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's awesome.
yeah,
So
she was nervous.
unfortunately, I did not pass the second one. I
Okay.
failed it, and I had gestational diabetes. Luckily, I was not insulin dependent. It was all diet controlled,
Cool.
which was great. So I was looking for something that was convenient, that was easy. I didn't want to have to think about it. At the time, Raymond traveled literally Monday through Friday. He was pretty much gone my entire pregnancy, and I had 3 kids at home. And I worked, and it was just a lot going on. So I was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to nutrition. Like I don't know anything. And the class that they give you at the hospital is not
Sure.
very helpful. So
Put it, yeah.
And then
yeah,
that's
to put it lightly.
Very nice
Um,
way of saying it.
yeah.
Sucked.
So I was on social media one day, and one of our ambassadors, I actually follow her, Lindsay from Cake House Designs.
Yeah,
of course.
Actually, yeah. So I followed her previously, and she had shared about it a couple times, and I kept seeing it like pop up on her stories, and I was like, I'll give that a try. Why not?
Mhm.
So I went in there and I got the cheeseburger bowl. That was my first meal.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do this. That's totally fine. And
Heck
like the
yeah.
chicken parm was low carb.
Mhm.
I had to stay under like a certain amount of carbs per
Sure.
meal. And so that's how I learned about it. And then I actually had my own virtual assistant business at the time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was really cool. It was fun.
So that's
I'm-
what you did before Fit Flavors.
that is what I
Okay.
did before Fit Flavors. I own my own business, but I'm too much of a social butterfly. And so I was stuck at home because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so that's whenever I did my VA business. And I'm too much of a social butterfly. I was like, I need people.
Sure.
Like I need,
Right.
I need to be around people. And so I just started looking for jobs, and then Fit Flavors came up, and I was like, I'll give it a try. Like, why not?
Yeah.
If it works out, it works out. Like I love the food.
Right.
So,
Right.
Now, have you ever
Definitely.
worked in food before?
gosh, I think I was like a hostess at TGI Fridays in
Okay.
high school.
Applebee's.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Hostess with the mostest.
Hostess
but
with
no,
the mostest.
this is-
I've hosted many days in my life.
Yeah.
I spent about 10 years in the restaurant industry before I
Okay.
got into real estate. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
I grew up in my dad. So my dad is actually a chef.
okay.
So I kind of like grew up with food, but not nutrition. Like I think
Yeah.
that's where like Fit
It's a big
Flavors, like
difference.
Mhm.
it is a big difference because my dad makes comfort food.
Yeah. Hell yeah, he does.
Cream, butter,
Yeah.
salt, like all things. Not saying that like you can't have those things. You can have those things in moderation.
Certainly.
Right.
But,
But,
if you're,
you know.
Where's he a chef at?
So he's retired.
Oh.
now. He still cooks for us at home though.
Oh,
so.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's
Lucky,
great.
lucky you.
Yeah. So we actually we took like a family vacation last year, and he cooked for us every meal every day. And I was
Really?
like,
My
man,
mom
is this
is.
what it's like to have a personal chef?
Yeah, sign me up.
My mom does the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Great.
it's awesome.
That's awesome.
And so, how'd you learn about Fit Flavors?
Yeah, so I was looking for something to eat that was easy. Like a single person was like, I'm not going to cook for myself every day. So I came across Fit Flavors driving by on Clayton, and I was like, okay, let's try it. So went in there, tried it. They were like, oh, we're actually hiring. And I was working full time at the time for my stepdad. And I was like, well, my part time, whatever. So I actually started working out in our Brentwood store part time at night. And then they offered me the customer service position. They're like, would you leave your job? And I was like, I will leave my job on Monday.
Sweet.
And yeah, so put my 2 weeks in and been there
here
ever
you are.
since. Yeah.
Love
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Very cool.
We love having Maddie.
So, what resources does Fit Flavors provide?
Oh gosh. What
So
don't we
many.
provide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are someone that was very much like me, wanting to learn more about nutrition, we actually work with a local registered dietitian that we refer people to. Her name is Mindy Musselman
Oh,
with
yeah, I know
Well
Mindy.
My Way. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does virtual appointments, which is awesome.
Yeah. She's great.
She's amazing. She specializes in yes.
Mhm.
Yep. She's awesome. She's literally the sweetest human being on
Yeah.
the face of the planet
She's great.
and explains everything in such a digestible way.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
But she specializes in diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
but can help anyone on their nutrition journey. So she's one resource, she's such a great resource. We also have the podcast.
Mhm.
We have
The book.
Jillian's book, Owning the Weight,
We have a blog that Jillian writes.
Cool.
Is it once a month?
the nutrition blog. Yeah.
that she
on our
sends out
website.
on our website. We have a calorie calculator online. We have a nutrition binder in the stores that all of our staff can teach you guys on. If you want like low sodium or anything like that, they can go through all of that for you as well.
Sweet.
And honestly, the meals themselves are such a resource.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Everything's on there for you.
for sure. You can just, I mean, it's all labeled. I mean, especially if you're someone who like tracks macros, which
Mhm.
personally, in my opinion, that seems like the most realistic, like easy thing to follow. You know, I've
Mhm.
been doing that. You know, I say consistently, but I haven't been as consistent lately. But you know, over the last several years, I've counting macros. You know, I go through phases where I'm very good about it, and I'm not good about it. But once you kind of have that knowledge of like macros and like, okay, oh, that's got 50 grams of fat. Holy shit. You know, like, oh, I know what that is now. Like, whereas, 5 years ago, that would have meant nothing to me. Like, what's the big deal? You know, whereas
Right.
looking at, depending on what your diet is, whether you're like a low carb, you're trying to go like more low carb or like more higher carb, low carb,
Mhm.
depending on, it makes it so easy that you guys have everything just labeled on there. And if you're tracking, you just throw it right into whatever app
Yeah.
you're tracking or whatever. But yeah, it's great. I love Fit Flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I got to put in the sweet and tangy chicken into the My Fitness Pal app.
Oh.
And it wasn't in there. It wasn't
It's
in
brand new.
It wasn't in there yet.
Oh.
So
He's like, I was
Brand
the first
spanking
one.
new.
Yeah, he's in.
Yep.
and I spelt it wrong, but
So if anyone's doing it, it's Pat's fault.
Yeah,
All
it's
Pat's fault.
sweet and tangy chica is what it is. I got excited.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he probably did while he's driving.
Yeah.
Um,
So we've touched on it a little bit, but if you want to go into a little bit more detail, how is Fit Flavors different than these other health food meal prep alternative companies? And also, are you guys only local? Do you deliver outside of St. Louis, or
Mhm.
are you looking to expand outside of St. Louis? What's the future for Fit Flavors look like?
Yeah. So I'll answer the first part of the question.
I just asked a lot of questions there.
I'll let Maddie answer the second part.
All right.
So the first part is our meals are made, everything is made from scratch. All of our sauces, everything is made from scratch.
Breading, everything.
We only use 3 kind of oils in our food, which is avocado oil, olive oil, and
And
coconut
coconut.
oil. We don't use any inflammatory oils in any of our cooking. Which unfortunately, a lot of other places do. So like the quality that you're paying for with Fit Flavors, you're not going to get at other places.
Yeah.
Ours are also backed by our nutrition analyst that breaks everything down. And you have such a variety at Fit Flavors too. Like
Yeah.
I want to say we have like
It's
like-
like 50 or 60 different meals on,
On
the
the
menu at all
menu.
times.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then also, we have low glycemic meals to sustain your blood sugar, which is great.
Yeah. And they're balanced.
So yeah, they're all
You're not
balanced.
going to get that.
They're quality, and they're all within portion control, which again, you don't find at a lot of other places.
for sure. Oh, it's
So.
great.
Especially the portion control piece. Like you go out
That's
to
the big
eat
thing.
and you're getting like 3
A mound.
servings of
Right.
rice.
100%.
Ever
Right.
since I started tracking, it's amazing, like the portion sizes and how massive they are when you go out to eat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
It's insane.
Once
Like
you get like an idea of what I worked in barbecue for a long time, and so like I got really good at like weighing meat with my hands, because I was cutting meat all the time, and I was putting it on scales. So like I've gotten pretty good at eyeballing what like a portion or what something weighs like on a scale before. And then when you go out to eat, you really notice like it makes me very aware of the portion sizes at other places, and that's something Fit Flavors I think does really well is that they give you like an appropriate portion. Yeah, because I mean, of course, we can, like I said, we could sit here and eat. I could sit there and probably eat 4 servings of the mashed potatoes, but like I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Those cheeseburger bowls, man, I could eat like 2 or 3 of those in one sitting. They're so good.
Yeah.
Throw some salsa on there.
Man.
Yeah.
The mango habanero salsa, just a tablespoon on there.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, that's great.
Our
getting really
pack.
excited about it.
So like our back of house team is awesome. So we have a packaging team that literally scoops every single
thing.
component that goes into the meal and weighs out.
Do they like weigh it?
Literally weighs out the meat. Scoops like any sauces, like every single thing that goes into that meal container
You
is
know that
measured
you're
by
getting what it says you're getting.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I mean, it's
Insane.
quality control is what it is,
Yeah.
and that's awesome to hear because I'm sure there's probably a lot of meal prep companies out there that are not so diligent with like weighing stuff and like, okay, it says it has 45 carbs, but it's really more like 56, but
Nah, we got you.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the other part of Pat's question was, is Fit Flavors looking to expand?
Yeah.
Is that like a goal?
Yeah. We're always thinking about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like St. Louis, we have 6 locations right now. I think we're hoping one day to kind of venture out to like Kansas City, the Chicago area, just
Sweet.
surrounding. We do ship out all over right now. We ship out to like Columbia, I think is as far. Kansas City we ship out to, and somewhere in some areas in Illinois. But you can check it all online. Like you can enter your zip code in, and we'll let you know if we ship to you guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess that goes back to because you guys don't freeze your food.
Correct.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's what's great. That's how you know it's fresh is because every time I look at it, that's why I buy in 3 to 4 days because that's usually about the time it expires, and that's great. I mean, I burn through it. It forces me to eat it, and get through it. Where did Jillian come up with the idea for Fit Flavors?
So she was a personal trainer, pre-Fit Flavors, and she just saw like all of her clients, like that was their biggest struggle was their nutrition. And so like on the side, like she would make meals for people and then like more people just started doing it. And then so it started with her just like making meals and like driving them to people's houses and delivering them herself. And then it just kind of grew.
Okay.
Awesome. And then
Fit
just
Flavors.
eventually opened up a spot and hired people and just kind of grew.
Yeah, she's been
organically.
grinding.
Yeah.
How many years has she been doing it? How many years has Fit Flavors been
Since
open? Do you know?
2009.
Yep.
Damn,
We've had
So-
storefronts since 2013,
that's
but
cool.
she's been doing it before.
They've like seems like they've kind of grown along with First Form a little bit. I know that's when First Form kind of came around. It was 2009.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
That's
when
awesome.
right, Murph?
Yeah, Supplement Superstore started first early 2000s down in
99.
99 in
Then-
Springfield.
First Form started in 09, right? Yeah.
Wow.
I got my
Yeah,
got my
look
years.
at you.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at that. I never even worked there. Just,
Well, but
just friends with a couple people.
There you go.
Just a couple.
But yeah, Jillian and Andy are friends though, right? Like
Yes.
so I mean it makes sense. You're like the people you surround yourself with.
Of course.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
probably I'm sure they pushed each other to make each other better and all that stuff.
Oh, I'm sure. I know Jillian's been on his podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
So, for our listeners interested in trying Fit Flavors, what advice or tips would you offer or like suggest to them?
Just
Go
start.
check it out.
Yeah. Buy one meal
Yeah.
and just see how you like it.
You can always check us out like on our website, fit-flavors.com. Check out the menu. You can filter it by dietary preferences. You can look at by breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks,
Bulk.
Yeah.
bulk. Yeah. Start with that. We also, like Maddie was saying, we do delivery, do local delivery. We do in-store pickups too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you go into one of the 6 stores, our customer experience team members are
Phenomenal.
awesome. They're so great. They're so knowledgeable. They know everything there is to know about this.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
And they always got a smile on their face. Always super friendly.
Yeah.
Always super nice.
Yeah.
Which store do you go to all the time?
It depends. I usually rotate between the Clayton store and the Limburg store.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I go into the Sunset Hills one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably
Sunset
the
Hills.
Lakeitha.
Yeah, Lakeitha.
Yeah.
She's
Lakeitha
great.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
great.
awesome.
Yes. Yeah, a little Mexican or Hispanic one.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
so
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
Lakeitha.
She's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always talk to her whenever I'm in there. and they got the smoothie bars and
Yep.
stuff in some of
Yes.
them and stuff,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Yep.
Are you gonna add
Balanced smoothies.
Are you gonna add a
as well.
smoothie bar to Clayton? That's the only thing I think it's missing.
I don't
So-
think so.
The space
Yeah.
is kind of.
I don't.
I think it'd be
We
difficult
just-
with like the space, and
We just
our
remodeled
whole
that
staff
one.
is there too. So them coming in to get smoothies every day would be a lot for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how'd you guys hear about Fit Flavors? We haven't asked you guys.
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Hit us with some questions.
How'd you guys hear about us?
Well, I think I originally heard it, or just through the neighbor, through the word of mouth, through all the first one people I know.
Mhm.
I think I probably heard Jillian on Andy's podcast the first time, and I was like, oh, I'll try this stuff out. And
Yeah.
I think you said there's 6 locations now. Which one was the first one? Do you know?
The one in
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield off Clayton Road.
Okay. Yeah, I think I went in there once or twice, and as they've expanded, just once it became more convenient to where I live here in South County, it just like made more sense. Especially once this Sunset Hills one opened, that was probably a year or 2 ago now.
It was
Oh, no.
before me.
Maybe like
3 or
3
4
years ago.
Yeah, I
3 or
was gonna
4
say,
years
yeah.
ago?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, once that one opened up, I became a frequent flyer for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. There, and then the Brentwood one, I'm kind of
Mhm.
close to that one a lot too. So yeah, I just through friends and just wanting to, obviously I go to a lot of gyms. I'm a member of a couple different gyms, and
Oh, and Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel's one
Mhm.
of our ambassadors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
cool,
So
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, and so through her and several other people, and yeah, I've just been a big fan and big supporter. So
Awesome.
awesome to have you guys on.
Yeah, I tried a bunch of different ones. Didn't realize there was one local. I was using stuff out of shit. I forgot where those 2 were coming from, but I tried these 2. There was a screw in one of my meals. Yeah.
No way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah. It was fucking wild.
Oh.
Fucking wild. So
That's
yeah. So
bad.
oh yeah, a screw. So yeah, they're like, "Do you want us to replace this?" I was like, "No, just refund me my money. I'm gonna throw the rest of this
No
in the
more
trash."
screws
Yeah.
for me,
I'm
please.
good.
We're done. So obviously didn't go back to them. Tried another one and it wasn't bad, but again, everything came frozen. So I'm like, I want to try something that's not going to be frozen, and started searching, and just through online searches came across Fit Flavors. I'm like, oh shit, there's one right up the road. So
Yeah.
started going there probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And was kind of off and on with it. Never really got consistent till probably 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rachel's my nutritionist.
Oh, cool.
So
Nice.
yeah, I work out together, where she trains us at the gym, and then signed up, and she works with me on my nutrition. And so yeah, that was part of it, counting macros, all that stuff. And it's just, I'm always on the go. Our lives are nonstop in this business. So it makes it very easy and convenient for me to just take 3 or 4 meals, throw them in those cool little lunchboxes you guys have,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, there you go.
be on my way. No, it is. I mean, it's very convenient, very easy. As long as you have access to a microwave in 1 minute and 30 seconds, it's perfect.
You're golden.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't have to think about it, man.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
so nice.
easy.
convenient. And I think I need to be, honestly, I should probably be buying them more, because I just get so tired of cooking at home, and we just need to I need to talk to Gina. I'm just like, hey, we just need to start just bulk buying some Fit Flavors and just like
Wait, you have
having it.
time to cook with all the other shit you do? Like, really?
Crazy.
I'm the only one who cooks in this house.
You should sign up, do delivery.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
we
way you don't
should.
even have to go to the store. You can just get it delivered
Right
right,
to
to
your
your
door.
doorstep.
Great idea. We should
know?
do that. Let's figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on.
Let's figure that
No,
out.
We
I'm
can do
gonna
that
get
for
on
you.
that. Yeah. Okay, I got some problem solvers right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get it figured out. No, I definitely should, just because I get so tired of cooking, and it's always like, what are we gonna have tonight? And it's like, I don't have
Mhm.
anything cooked. Like right now, there's probably stuff. There's just meat that I have to cook down in the fridge that I'm like, fuck, I don't feel like doing that today.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Like I have the meat, but how do I want to cook it?
Right.
What
it's
do
like,
I want it
wanna
to taste like?
Mhm.
And it's like, what do I want to do with it? And it's just like so much easier, just not having to think.
Not think about it.
Yeah, like you
Mhm.
said, like starting to buy like the bulk meat and bulk sides, I think is the move. And just
That's-
like always
that's-
having cooked protein that's like the first thing, like macro counting that I was kind of always taught is like, oh, as long as you have your protein, like
Mhm.
just always have like bulk protein cooked, and then you can kind of like always add carbs and fats to it, and it's just a little bit easier, because those are like easier stuff that you can kind of like whip up real quick. It's like the proteins that are kind of a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I had some bulk steak or chicken, and then doing whatever else on top of that. That's probably the move.
That's what I do
Love
for
them.
the boys.
Yeah.
So Oliver's like me, he loves the cheeseburger bowl. So I just pop one of those in for him. But Connor, usually chicken and mashed potatoes and broccoli. I'll pick up some just because I only have them every couple days. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
Oliver,
That's awesome.
he cannot get enough of the cheeseburger bowl.
Nice.
So I'll make one for him and I'll make one for myself. He'll scarf his down and like climb across
Like,
the counter.
Dad.
He'll climb across the counter with a spoon and start eating it with me. I'm like, buddy, get out of here.
Like, I
This
need
is
that.
My food.
Yeah. It's going into my macros.
You're really fucking up my food count right now.
That's
So-
my 8-year-old's favorite too. He brings it in his little thermos to
Oh, really?
school every day. Every day he brings a cheeseburger bowl.
Yeah.
Really?
Half of a cheeseburger bowl.
Nice. There you go.
Divvy it up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
My little chunker he'll just scarf the whole thing down and want more. So
Is this your 4 or 5-year-old?
4-year-old?
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he is.
Dang.
He is my mini me. 100% looks like me, acts like me, eats like me, built like me. He just. I love food. I love to eat. That was part of my problem, and is not watching what I ate. So now that I'm doing that, it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, so getting him into it and making sure that he's learning proper eating. Obviously, I'm not doing a great job since I'm letting him eat a whole cheeseburger bowl at once. But yeah, he just hops on there and he scarfs.
He's a growing boy.
Oh yeah.
It could
The
be
only
worse.
thing he
It could be
does.
worse.
The only thing he does, he
I
just
still use that excuse.
he picks the pickles out. He's not a pickle
Okay.
guy.
That's all right.
That's
But he
okay.
throws
There's,
it.
there's only what, like 2 of them?
There's
Yeah,
three.
there's
Yeah.
2 or
There's
3.
3.
Yeah.
Throws them in
Easy.
mine. I'm like, perfect, bring it on.
Yeah.
Give me them
Give me the
pickles.
more.
Give me them
Give me my
pickles.
macros back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though there's like nothing to
Nothing.
that.
Yeah. Pickles are like one of those things you can
Yeah.
just eat. Yeah.
Eat all day long.
Right.
But
That's
yeah,
funny.
so no, I'm a huge fan of Fit Flavors. So
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Awesome.
Well, Abby, I know you said you were a what do you call it? A
just
Gestational
Gestational
surrogate.
gestational surrogate.
are you
Let's
thinking
tell me
about
that.
doing more of the surrogacy?
No.
No, you're
No.
done.
No, I'm 30. I'm 30. I've given birth 5 times and I'm like, I'm ready to like live my life for me now. I want to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it.
Hey, I
That's
get
that's
that.
pretty incredible. I
Yeah.
mean, the women's bodies and the things that you guys can do, growing a child, creating life, it is incredible. So
Well, you
That's
guys,
cool.
you guys make all the people.
Yeah.
When you think, put it like that, you know,
Yeah.
you guys make
True.
all the people.
Wild.
All
If
the
it
people
wasn't
that
for
have
women,
been born,
we
you've
wouldn't
made
be
them all.
here.
True.
Crazy.
So, do you guys have any other questions for us
Ooh.
around Fit Flavors or anything like that?
Yeah, hit us with some questions
Yeah.
if you got
Ooh.
something.
Gosh.
We asked you what your favorite meal was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How they heard about us.
How they heard about us. Have you guys gotten smoothies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite smoothie?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I get a different one every time, but
That's kind of fun though.
Yeah, I haven't like. I mean, I've liked everyone I've ever had. I feel like I usually do like I do like a chocolate peanut butter one. Right?
Yep.
That's
Chocolate
like my-
peanut butter cup.
Yeah,
With
that's the go-to.
bananas.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's the move.
That's
Pro.
my
Yeah.
go. That's my
Yeah.
go-to every time.
Chocolate peanut butter banana.
It's a
Uh-huh.
peanut butter cup with bananas.
Yep.
Okay,
That's like
all
a
right.
top seller.
It is?
Mhm.
All right, good to know. I'll get that one next time for sure.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
So why do you guys why do you guys keep going back to Fit Flavors?
Convenience.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it. Well, 'cause, I mean, like Pat said, we're out driving around a lot, and it just makes it super easy. Like, sure, could I stop? Because I'm always trying to eat somewhat healthy if I can, because I try to take care of myself. And it's just such a much better option than like pulling into. I mean, I'll go to Chipotle pretty regularly, but it's like going back to what you said about portion control. Like, I know for a fact that they're just scooping rice right in front of me.
Yeah.
And then when I go on the Chipotle website and I put in what I got for the nutrition calculator, I know okay, well, this
Yeah.
guy's, his 2 scoops of the rice is maybe he's a little heavier on the 2nd scoop or whatever. So I know that nutrition calculator is not 100% accurate. That's for sure. But it's sort of close. But I would rather go somewhere where I know I'm getting what I'm supposed to get. It's convenient, so I can just run in there. Like, I literally ran in there yesterday and got one meal, warmed it up, ate it, and left in like 10, 15 minutes. And then I was on to my next appointment. It was just super easy, super convenient, and helps me stay on track with my goals. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah. Convenience, quality, and affordability.
Yeah.
I mean, being a single dad of 2 kids, cooking. I mean, I used to love to cook. I was actually pretty good at it, but now I just like fuck it. I can go and buy this and be as good, if not better, than what I'm gonna make, and make my life a whole lot easier and save me a bunch of time that I can actually spend with my kids instead of in the kitchen.
Right.
Even though everybody's like, you should probably just teach them to cook. I'm like,
That sounds
Like
like
they're
a
Do
four.
they
mess.
have
they're
kids?
4 and 5.
Yeah,
it's
like
just
they're a
like-
little
I was
young.
like, yeah. They're 4 and 5. We make breakfast together.
There you go.
They know how to scramble eggs. All right.
Perfect.
You're winning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
fine.
can
good.
scramble eggs. So that's all that matters.
I could teach my wife while we're at it.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey. I love you. She
So-
knows. She knows I'm the guy. And well, I mean, I spent 10 years cooking in
Yeah.
restaurants and stuff. So I mean, it's kind of like what I'm decent at, but it's definitely not something I want to spend a lot of my time doing after like I just get home and it's 7 o'clock and it's like, all right, now I got to finally get something together. And it's so much easier if I could just go pick something up and warm it up.
Right, and it's so much healthier and better than like the shit you're gonna get at a grocery store, where it's like you get these chicken nuggets that you're throwing in the oven for 12 minutes and coming out, and you don't know if they're gonna be burnt or not just based on the size of the damn things. But anyway, yeah, so where I can just go and buy bulk chicken breasts or mashed potatoes or anything, and I mean my kids love potatoes, so they're any type, whether it's the mashed or
The wedges.
yeah, the wedges.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're gonna scarf those up. They love it. But then adding a protein and a vegetable to it is very easy, and it's actually cheaper for me to do that than it is to go grocery shopping, because going grocery shopping for those little turds is going to be like $150, $200.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where
Well,
I-
plus it's your time at the
Right.
grocery store.
Uh-huh.
yeah, you
Yeah.
shipped, so
Oh, well,
Okay.
yeah. that's
Yeah,
different.
so I don't have to. So that saves me time there, but no, it is. I mean, it's in and out, and like I said, I can buy a bulk chicken, mashed potatoes or wedges, and a veggie, and might cost me $50, if that, for all of it, and that's going to feed them the entire time they're with me. So cheaper, easier, gives me time back with them. Well, part of the podcast is talking about manhood and fatherhood.
Right.
Obviously, you are married, you have kids. We love getting a woman's perspective on what they look for in a healthy marriage, what they, as expect out of, as a father, what they're looking for as like a partner when it comes to raising their kids. So, what is something that you could speak to on marriage life that's helped keep your marriage successful and moving forward, and shared responsibilities, shared roles as parents?
Right. So my husband and I have been married for 11 years.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
for
That
you.
to say, like, I mean, we've had our downs, more ups than we've had downs, obviously. But we look at our downs as lessons, not mistakes, which I think that's not a perspective that everyone has. And like, we also have the mutual respect of like, we don't name call, like, we don't yell. We have conversations. We don't argue. We don't bicker. We have conversations. So I think that for us, like, communicating on that level, like, has been one of the biggest reasons why we're still married, is because we quote unquote argue very well.
Sure.
But as far as like shared responsibilities, I let him be a man. He
Yeah.
takes out the trash, he does the yard work. I more so handle like household duties, like doing the dishes, grocery shopping. That being said, our kids are getting older, which is great because they now do the dishes
There you
more
go.
than me,
Yeah,
which
there
is
you go.
awesome.
Looking forward to that.
Dude,
Yeah.
it is a game changer. I'm not even gonna lie. It's so great. But I think my biggest piece of advice would just be like communicate, like at the bare minimum. At the end of the day, like that is like the pillar of what a
Right.
good relationship needs, is communication.
100%. I couldn't
Awesome.
agree more. And I guess, I've talked on the show multiple times about a house we're flipping. And Abby's husband is actually the contractor that I've hired to basically kind of take over the whole flip for me. And
He's
done
awesome.
a phenomenal
Great.
job. I love your husband. He's a great dude. And I'm looking forward to working with him a lot more because it's gone really, really smoothly, and he's just a great dude.
Oh,
and I'm looking forward
glad
to
to
getting
hear
him.
that.
I want to get him on the podcast here soon too.
Does he?
Oh,
does
he
he?
would love that.
I think he would.
He's
wouldn't
been on ours.
He would.
Eats
Has
it
he?
up.
Oh, I'm sure. I think getting him and James like together would be a good one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. that'd
yeah.
be
You
fun.
know, I think
Does he
that'd be-
own his own contracting company or?
So him and James co-own the company together. It's called Checkout Construction.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're local here to St. Louis. Hit them up for all
Yeah.
your home repair, any projects, any stuff like that. I can vouch for them for sure. They're awesome. They've done a great job with the house that Andy, and he's done. Oh, it's like I was just talking to someone the other day, and it's like in my industry, like there's so many. Like I've dealt with so many bad contractors. Like finding someone that can kind of like pretty much do just about anything, or if it's not something he does, he knows like a window. He's got a guy that does windows. Like I recently just had it. They went over and repaired a window at one of the houses I was selling, and I mean I've just been able to call him for multiple things now, and just they've been able to run over and take care of whatever, like fast and good quality work, and very reasonably priced. So check out Construction because they're awesome.
One thing about Ray I will say is like he won't leave something like half-assed.
No.
Like that is not his
100%. He
jam.
does it right.
He like won't sleep at night. Like if something's not done right, like he is up researching how to fix it. And I mean, it drives me nuts. Like, cause I'm like, bro, go to bed. but
Because he's still got a full-time job too, and
Yes,
he's running.
he does.
He's got a full-time job, and he's running this construction company on the side.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's a beast. He has a
he has a
Great
much
dude.
larger battery than I do.
he's a badass for sure.
He's awesome.
He's great.
Very cool.
We love Ray.
Yeah, we love Ray.
We
Yeah.
love Ray.
Everybody loves Ray.
Yeah. Everybody loves Raymond.
Well, where do you guys see yourselves going with Fit Flavors as you guys move forward with them? What do you guys? What is it that you guys are looking for?
So this is hilarious. So I actually have an inside joke with Jillian that one day I want to be the chief of joy for
Yeah.
Fit Flavors.
Okay.
Chief of Joy.
And what's the chief of joy gonna? What is that role gonna entail?
What
Just
does that
walking
look
around
like?
making people laugh and smile.
Yes.
and-
You got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
First form has
culture.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, culture. Good
Okay.
culture.
Well, it sounds like
No toxic shit.
it sounds like you guys already have. You guys have that.
We do.
Pretty
we have
well
a
in
great culture
check,
at
yeah.
Fit
Yeah.
Flavors.
Yeah, because like I said, I mean, every store I walk into, everybody in there is super friendly, always has a smile on their face. I don't think I've ever come across anybody that seems like they're having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how could it when you're working with delicious food like that and just kind of hanging out? But yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that'll be fun. What about you?
Yeah. Not sure. I think probably building a customer service team. I'm customer service of one right now.
Mhm.
So grow with that, build a team there, and then see what happens.
And
Love it.
as customer service, I mean, what
Uh-huh.
does your responsibilities entail?
Yeah, so I handle any issues with like deliveries. I'll
Okay.
handle that and then get with like our distribution team and fix those. Any call that comes into Fit Flavors, I answer unless you call directly to the store. So I can fix gift cards, discounts, anything like that I can handle. If you have an issue with a meal, I can handle that as well. Yeah, anything you guys have an issue with or want to talk positive about, like that comes to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aside,
She's the girl.
yeah, I mean, from everything, like I said, continuing with the experience and culture.
Yeah.
I would imagine that your job's pretty tough. I'm sure you get a lot
Yeah.
of. It's more positive stuff than people calling in, bitching
Yeah.
and complaining about things.
Yeah, it's a lot of good
That's
reviews, which is nice.
That's awesome.
Makes it easier.
Gotcha. And then Jillian's and her family, they're really big into their faith and their
Mhm.
beliefs in there. So how does that tie into their business and what they're doing with Fit Flavors? Do they? I know I get a lot of the newsletters, and a lot of it has to do
Mhm.
with the charities and stuff that
Yeah.
they give back to. Is that something that's deep rooted within Fit Flavors for her and her family?
So our philanthropy partners, I don't think any of them are like faith based.
Mm-mm.
We partner with Live for Life Gym.
We'll be inspired.
Will Be Inspired. A
And
Seat
the
at the
food bank.
Table. Food Bank.
No.
Another one. I think there's another
I-
one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Jillian, I mean, obviously faith is a huge role in her life as well
Yeah.
as my life. But I mean, she started this business because God propelled her to do so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I keep seeing maybe it's because of the news. I think it's the newsletters that I get that has stuff around the faith-based stuff in there or it seems faith-based,
Yes.
or you can
Yeah.
definitely tell that
Mhm.
You can
she's
pick up what they're putting down.
deeply rooted within her faith, which is
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
So No, it's awesome. Yeah. Well,
Is there anything else you guys want to plug or talk about? Or?
Yeah. We actually have a discount code for you guys. Till the end of May, all of your customers can go online and get gift cards for 50% off. All they have to use is podcast 50, and it will cut your gift card in half.
Holy
it's just online gift cards. I mean, you can use them at stores or whatever. Yeah.
Sweet.
One per customer.
Got it. Okay.
But like you could buy one bulk gift
Yeah,
card
I might
and
go
like
buy myself
stock
a big
up.
old gift. I might buy I'm definitely gonna do that.
You know?
Yeah. So
That's
just
a
use
sweet deal.
podcast
Like we
50.
never.
100%.
That's we greatly appreciate
Of course,
it.
yeah.
Thank you
Thanks
so,
for
so
having us.
much. That's huge.
Yeah.
Very cool.
guys enjoy.
Absolutely. And
So-
we'll be cutting up, this into Instagram reels and stuff, and
Awesome.
tag you guys, tag Flip Flavors, and yeah.
Awesome. So podcast 50.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Podcast 50.
Podcast 50.
Yeah.
Podcast 50.
Yeah.
Podcast 50.
Get on it, people. Their food is amazing.
Yeah.
You get a gift card.
Yes.
Yeah, go get yourself a 50% off gift card.
Yeah.
So
And buy a bunch of food.
and buy it, and
It's so
obviously
good.
buy it. Yeah, it's so good.
So good.
All right, well, that'll I guess that'll be it for today. And big thanks to you guys for coming.
Appreciate
in.
you
This
guys
was a lot of
coming
fun.
on.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having
And
us, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely, we will talk to you guys soon. And thanks to everybody that was listening. If you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Comment below what you thought of the show. Hit that like button, and we will see you guys on Monday.